to make money on visas. Rockin' Balenciagas, mixed with Adidas. I made a whiff till the fall.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Ewok, and I got a nice little class. I got a nice little class project, man. So I'm with my friends right now at AU, and we about to do a conversation about TikTok.
You can see.
It's a project I'm doing in my social media and society class. So stay tuned. Make sure I like, comment, subscribe. It's a YouTube exclusive. So let's get into the video.
Used to make money on visas. Rockin' Balenciagas, mixed with Adidas. I made a whiff till the fall the leader. Think you important.
All right, y'all. So the topic is about TikTok. Y'all wanna introduce yourselves? All right. Nah, you go first because you right here.
My name is Nasir Atkins. I am a second year at Alfred University.
Say that a little loud. I don't think they heard that.
My name is Nasir Atkins. I'm a second year at Alfred University.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man.
Oh God, thank you.
Happy
Thank you
birthday.
so much. I'm going to wash my mouth.
Uh-oh. Okay. What's good, Nate?
What you want me to say? My name and like where I'm from?
Or just anything. Just introduce yourself a little bit.
My name is Nate. I currently attend Alfred. I'm a sophomore, bro. Don't do that, cause if my AirPods fall and they break, I'm gonna need some payment. But I go to Alfred second year. I make music. I like clothes.
All right, so this topic gonna be like something that he can benefit off of, like you TikTok and stuff, and me also. So he gonna have some words about it too. But what's your name, Sean?
Shawnee B.
That's it.
Shawnee B, man. Nobody bigger than me. That's it. Oh, I like fashion, money. Yeah.
Okay. My name is EJ. But my YouTube name is Ewok, and I go to AU. I'm a freshman, and yeah, it's my class project. So, next person.
My name is Navi. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I go to AU. I'm a junior.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
My name is Q, first year student and athlete.
Okay. Like that.
I wait for this
Put yourself in the camera a little bit. Like curve vision. Oh, you can eat that.
My name is Tyron Hill, you know. I'm a sophomore at Alfred University. I'm an RA. I'm a GOAT, by the way. I'm EJ's cousin also.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
why did you say the same time?
All right, so without further ado, I think that's how you say it. Let's get to the video, man. Talking about TikTok, so Nas, how do you feel about TikTok?
I feel like TikTok, like any other media source, is another addictive app, just like Instagram. I also feel like TikTok is also like controlled by like, it's not necessarily controlled by what we want to watch, but what TikTok wants us to watch, or the media necessarily wants us to watch. And a lot of times what the media displays to us isn't necessarily good or healthy for the human brain or host.
Okay. I tried to understand what you're saying, but it was a lot of stuff going on. So give him like a small little what thing what you just said. Like
Hit the niggas the mic. Hit people the mic.
Yeah, I'm getting
Basically what I'm saying is like as an American, like, and we live in a society where it's considered the land of the free. A lot of things are like not a. You see, I can't fucking. I hate y'all niggas. Nah, we gotta start over.
Yo, I'm gonna give you the raw and uncut. It's my profession. I'm giving you the raw and uncut. So y'all see the process of us making this video. It's fun. We having fun, man. Hopefully it turns out we gonna see.
Okay, the reason why I'm speaking in this form of tense and I have this form of opinion is because I currently been taking a sociology class, and we talk about how social media isn't necessarily like controlled by us or the people, but it's controlled by what the government wants. You see, I don't want to talk. I'm not talking no more.
Not continue. You was going. Go. I actually like what you were saying.
laughed
bro.
twice.
Go,
I
go,
gave
go,
him-
go.
I gave him 2 tries.
No, stop. Just cut them out.
I told you.
I like what you said.
You so full of shit. Basically, in my sociology class, I learned that the media is controlled by the government in a way, and and basically the government controls what he wants us to see. So I give you an example. On the news, we were dealing with Ukraine being against how do I say this? Russia waging war against Ukraine. Yeah. And now when you think about it, we don't hear anything about Ukraine now. Why? Because the government used social media, other social media outlets like presidential elections or whatever the case is, to cover up that situation. Now we don't know what's going on over there. So, you know.
That is weird. It was like a big topic and then it just went away like we knew certain things about it, but it went away.
Videos on my TikTok. I seen a bomb get dropped on a Russian soldier the other day.
Word.
Right, but it's not. It's
what?
It depends what you look at.
Because I follow certain attorneys and public figures that.
Wait, we gonna wait till it's your turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but
wait, actually,
it's a conversation.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, but shit like that, serious shit like that, you don't see anymore. And then not only that,
why is it serious though?
Because
don't you want to show the people the
truth? Honestly, people should
want to know the truth.
One more thing I wanted to point out before I pass on the mic is that I've read an article. I read an article about what China does with TikTok and what they display to their citizens, and a lot of the shit that they display to the children, because children have social media now and they view all the shit that we view.
We better go, bro.
But give a little statement about TikTok. How you feel about it, real quick?
Just real quick. Sean, we better go before you.
I'm gonna tell you in a bit how I feel about TikTok.
Yeah.
Feel me? I think it's a good way to explore, not explore, to what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? To widen your brand, whether it be you could show your you could show your your real self. Mm-hmm. If you like being goofy, you could be goofy. If you like clothes, you could try to be fashionable. If you have a clothing brand, you could show your clothing brand off on TikTok. So I think it's cool. It's funny. Yeah. Feel me? And yeah.
All right, what direction you think it's going to go into in the future?
I think that maybe it might be banned the way the government is working right now, with how Joe Biden is moving. I feel like it might be banned low key. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know how that's so funny, but I don't know. That's another topic we're gonna get into, but I appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Joining the convo a little bit, man. But let's go to Nate.
What was the question again?
How do you feel about TikTok?
I think.
What's your feelings about TikTok?
Well, I think TikTok is like any other social media platform, but this is one of the big ones that has just happened to come out within the last decade. Mm-hmm. And I feel like any other social media app, you have opportunities that are being created from the app, with people being able to upload. I think they could upload to 3 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes now. Where you could upload.
Yeah, little movies and stuff.
You could upload videos and have the possibility of going, I guess, what they call viral. And TikTok algorithm seems to be curated in a way where it's easy to go viral once you find what kind of videos your audience wants, your niche. But any other social media, there's a good side and there's a bad side. So I guess the bad side about TikTok is one thing is decreased our attention span a lot, because now you're just scrolling consistently every 6 to 15 seconds. And what else? more glorifying of other people and you wanting to live a certain lifestyle you might see someone else living. Although that's just what they want you to see. That may not be how someone is living every day. But yeah, I think it's a good opportunity. I use TikTok every day. I try to use every day, but to post and to study the app and see what other people are consuming so I could replicate what they're making. But I think it's a good app.
Can I add on to what he was saying? Based off of what Nate was saying, I also learned that with TikTok, or any form of social media outlet, when you're constantly scrolling, you're getting some form of dopamine from it. Dopamine is like how do I say it? Dopamine is a form of hormone that it's an addictive hormone that we produce and that we have that helps us be happy with certain things that we enjoy, like playing video games or whatever the case is. So when we're using social media, we're getting a boost of dopamine for the time being because we're constantly scrolling, we're constantly looking for something that's a source of entertainment. But that's what's also making a lot of people depressed, because when you're constantly using your dopamine, a lot of times you're not gonna get that sense of satisfaction. So you're gonna continue looking for that satisfaction. You're never gonna find it because you used up all your dopamine.
There's different forms of dopamine. Like some things can be like you said, with TikTok, it's gonna make you keep scrolling and scrolling. You think it's just TikTok, or is it different parts of it?
No, you can get dopamine from plenty of things. It's stuff you enjoy. You could get dopamine from going to the gym. It's just in the amount it's in. I get what Nas is saying. You constantly scrolling, tapping.
It's not even just TikTok. It's different forms of apps like Instagram.
Yeah, even Instagram.
Snapchat, everything.
Yeah, the views, the likes.
Right,
you
said TikTok got heavy?
Yeah, out of all the apps, TikTok is because people be on there for 5 hours just scrolling.
It's because you don't realize you watching one video in 6 seconds, so it's over time you just scrolling. It's just it's another video,
You actually learn stuff from it, or you just watching stuff
from TikTok?
Yeah,
depends on what side you're on.
Yeah,
because that's also another thing that I like about TikTok is their algorithm is curated to the user. Yeah. So
whatever you like to watch,
it's gonna But that's the way they keep you on the app.
Mm-hmm. That's I like that about TikTok. It's different with that type of way. I feel like I started to see Instagram do the same thing. They will pop up certain things you watch.
The real I think even now a lot of social media companies are learning from TikTok and implementing some of the same techniques TikTok use, the Reels, the YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't want to call TikTok bad, because not everything is necessarily bad, but also too much of something can be bad. So you can use TikTok, but at least monitor the amount of time you spend on TikTok. So if you're gonna be on TikTok, at least instead of being on it for hours, try to cut it down to 30 minutes and then do something productive while you know.
And that's when it comes down to self-discipline as well. But even on TikTok, when you're on TikTok, they have the thing where when you keep scrolling, it's somebody that pops up and oh, you've been scrolling for too long, I think you should take a break or whatever. And that's up to you to listen or not. But they do have it there to shorten your time. But some people just scroll past it and just keep scrolling. But they do have it to okay, you've been on here for too long, you should take a break. But I do like TikTok a lot. I feel like it's a great outlet for those who's trying to promote any brands, like any influencers, or trying to come up and be more out there. Is a good promotion tool. I feel like TikTok is very informational. I use TikTok a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I do scroll consistently. And it's a bad thing. I be trying not to limit my stuff, but it's just it's addicting. I ain't gonna lie, it's addicting for me. But with TikTok, I just feel I also learn a lot on there. I ain't gonna lie, when like the whole sign language thing is became a thing on TikTok. Like they have people up there that's actually teach you sign language. They have it's like mad different things that you learn. It's a educational tool as well. Like it depends on, like Nate said, your algorithm. Your algorithm is like a really key thing, and that's why like it's good to know what you're liking and what like not to like, because certain things that just pop up on your stuff that's like a distraction or like that'll put you down, because like you see a lot of couples up there too that'll be like, oh, I wish I had this life, or but then again, like you gotta also remember, like that's not even just TikTok, that's all social media. And of course everybody not gonna post like the bad, they gonna post the good. So just because you see that couple, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what that person living behind closed doors. People posting a lot of money, you don't know how they got that money, but like a bunch of different things. So it's you just
like what you think of it, what you see of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like kind of hard to be authentic on like any social media apps, because social media made it to seem like it's a overnight like success type of thing, or you gotta do this to get there. But realistically, it's like things take time to flourish. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Nobody really show like the overnight process of it. They just show like when they become big, like they didn't tell you how to get there, or like what it took to get there, how like consistent they became with like posting, like exactly like knowing when to post.
The little things.
Yeah, so it's nothing is overnight.
How y'all feel about like the younger generation looking at TikTok? Like, what you think is like sometimes it's damaging their childhood because they're not really outside, they just on their phones. And I'm not just talking about TikTok, like social media technology, it's changing. So it's like it's harder for people that's younger than us to like understand what life is like right now, because like they just on like social media and stuff. So how y'all feel about that? Like what y'all think about that?
Like I said, I feel like it could be a pro and a cons, just like every other thing, because you can have kids learn like stuff they're interested in from the right sources, if that's what you. But when you do stuff like that, it comes down to the parent and them controlling what the kid can see, or putting like parental control on the device. If you don't want them to see a certain category of videos or something that might be harmful to them. But it is a con, because kids that young, their brains are still developing. So it's like when they see all this, it's like I feel like it could be like an overload for them.
Yeah, low key.
Or it's like they might feel like they gotta live a certain image, or they don't have enough time.
Yeah, I feel like the way we grew up, it was like we had that child stage, and then we got to the stage where we is right now, where it's like.
Yeah, because I didn't have a phone when I was a kid.
We went through like real life, you feel me? Like outside and stuff, like, and it's just like right now.
I didn't get a phone till I was in high school.
To high school?
Yeah.
You get a phone till you was in high school?
I was a freshman in high school.
Mine was like middle school, because I used to walk home, so my mom wanted to be in contact with me.
High school though, bro?
Yeah, got an iPhone 7 Plus. That was my first phone.
No Obama phones, no none.
Nah.
Dang.
Yeah, I had the little Obama.
I think I had a phone like when I was in
Obama phone?
5th grade.
Yeah, 6th grade.
It was like an iPhone.
5th or 4th grade. You said.
It was like an Android.
It was just like to text and call, literally, just so they could make sure that I was okay. But I do feel like social media for like the kids it all comes down to the parents, because like sometimes I like what certain parents are doing for their kids on social media, like having them start their brands like at a very young age, which is a great thing, because like that come up and like create generational wealth, or like have them set for life, or like college, or whatever they want to do with their life. Like setting that account up for them at a young age is a great thing that some of these parents are doing. What I don't like is like the side of TikTok that the parents, they use their kids to like blow up by like having their kids curse or like do like negative things.
Like different.
It's
like
just
grown folks thing.
Yeah, so
kids thing.
That's one thing that I don't like. But I like the positive side, and like the parents that's actually like trying to like better their child's life in ways with like financial resources and stuff like that. But I do feel like social media overall is like limited in a lot of kids like childhood as far as like going outside. You don't really see a lot of kids outside. I mean, the world is getting dangerous now too, so I understand it, but it's like a lot of kids are not going outside riding bikes. Like, we used to have to like knock on people's doors, not call them and be like, oh, you coming outside? We used to really have to hike around just to go to people's houses. And now like these kids just like they don't even text each other and be like, you coming outside? They just text like all day, just on their phone consistently. Like, when you see their screen time, it's like really up there. Yeah, and another thing too, FaceTime is able to like see each other a lot, so they don't really care to be like in person. And I feel like that's another thing that's like bad with the human interaction thing, because it's like when you do get out there in a public or like in a public space and have to actually interact with people, it's kind of hard because you haven't really done it and you're not used to it. Yeah.
Social skills, bro. Like, that's a big thing, man. Like, social skills. Like, when I realized when I got to college, man, my social skills was okay, but like I got to step it up a little bit more, because it's like it's a lot of different personalities and people. You want to get to know people, because people can lead you to any type of door or anything. And I feel like when I got here, I just had to like not be as nervous as I was, because I ain't gonna lie, in high school, like, I would just stick to my stuff or just be on my phone a lot. And I feel like in college, you can be on your phone, but it's like you really gotta, if you want to have fun, you gotta be able to find a way to be social with other people.
Yeah. I've been like the opposite.
What?
Like, I feel like my social skills have always been at like a good level for me. Because I think it goes back to, like, one wanting to be, like, an artist. So it's, like, I have to learn how to, like, talk to people or, like, hold a conversation. Also, like, you said in high school, you said you was by yourself. Like, you stuck to yourself.
Yeah.
In high school, I used to be with my friends, like, 24/7. I don't know. I always like getting to know other people. So for me, it's always like I'm going out the way to meet someone or try to create an opportunity. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I'm trying to. I gotta turn myself into.
In college too, yeah. I remember the first week I was here, I met a lot of people, because I just kept having a conversation with everyone that I would run into. Mm-hmm. But some people, like you said, is like, I don't say they have bad social skills, but it's like some people don't know how to have like hold a conversation.
Yeah. That shit.
I feel like it's gonna get worse. What messed me up was like COVID. I ain't gonna lie, because before I used to be outgoing. My mom had me in a lot of things, like from acting, singing, and dancing. So I was outgoing, and like as a child, like I was like outside with my friends, and I had to be social, like, because we had no social media. Yeah. But I feel like COVID came around, and like being on lockdown for like that time period, and like not being able to like see people and stuff like that, it really brought me up with social anxiety, because like I really never had like social anxiety growing up. And now I feel like my social anxiety is really bad, especially when I came to campus after, like, it was still COVID, but, like, COVID got better, of course, so it was able to let us come on campus. But my social anxiety on campus, it was so bad, like, talking in front of professors, talking to people, like, I was just in my shell. Like, my first 2 years on campus, I was not outside. Like, this year, I was able to be, like, more open and outside. But my social anxiety definitely came from COVID and, like, not being able to speak or interact. And that's why I feel like the whole social media thing, keeping kids from human interaction, is like a bad thing, because COVID itself did that for me. And I just feel like social media, like growing up, and you're just not gonna have that interaction, and it's just like gonna like not prolong, I don't know the word, but like basically like deteriorate, because like you trying to get to certain places, because like me, I want to be a lawyer. So it's like, how you want to be a lawyer and you're not going to, like, you're not good with public speaking or not good with speaking to people. Like, I had to, like, learn to, like, be more open. And, of course, I was open. But, like, after COVID, and I just had to, like, get back to, like, not letting social anxiety take over my life. But I do feel like human interaction is the, like, key thing in life, especially, like, overall, like, no matter what.
You didn't have social media growing up?
Barely.
Like, what age you think you got social media?
They tried to make me a social media at 8, but my mom was like, no.
Your mom?
Look,
They tried to make me Facebook.
I have a funny
For
story.
real?
I was like, I think in like 5th, or like 4th grade,
Yeah.
and my brother, I'm not gonna lie, my brother showed me like basically, he's the one who taught me about the internet. I think it's a blessing, but it was like a curse at that age, because I was on the computer after that. Once I learned what Google was, I was on there every day, like spending hours and hours on like searching up YouTube, finding out about Reddit, like 4chan, Facebook, Instagram. And then I think, Facebook was the first social media like I stumbled across. And I remember tapping on the page, and it was blue, and it had like a login and like password. I was like, what is this? So then I was curious. So I had to like sign up. That's also how I learned how to make an email, cause I never knew you needed like an email to make a social media account. And then I had made my first email, and then I ended up making a Facebook account. But I didn't know you needed like friends to basically create your feed. So back then, I would use. That's when Facebook. I don't know if they still have it, but Facebook used to have games on their website. I would spend like hours on
Like
Facebook.
games that would pop up?
No, they could have like their own games.
They still have games.
They
like,
do?
on Messenger, and it's like,
I remember there was a baseball game. It was some like shooting game. Nah. But then I think one Christmas I got an iPad, and then that's when I learned about Instagram. Cause at first I only signed up for Facebook, but then when I got my iPad, I knew I have more like I could hide certain stuff, cause it's like my device.
Yeah.
So then that was when I created Instagram, and then all of my friends, I got like all of my friends to sign up for it too, and then I feel like from there was like a rabbit hole, cause I think that's when they really started like the comparing. Started noticing like, oh, I have to like learn how to detach myself from social media, because I remember the first time I posted something, I got like, I think like 10 likes. And after I seen like everyone else getting like thousands of likes, like hundreds of likes. I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Like, start comparing myself like, oh, so I gotta do this and this and that. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It's how you look at it. I feel like it was a good thing, but now looking back at it, it was like, it really wasn't a good thing, because I was trying to like portray an image in order to like gain more attention. I feel like in the long run, it's never good. Like in the short run, you might be satisfied and happy for a little bit, but like in the long run, when you look back, you're like, dang, this is not really who I am.
So how do you feel like, cause like, you know how we trying to be like big at what we do, feel me? Like I'm trying to be a YouTuber, social media, everything. Like I gotta gain followers. So like certain things you gotta do to gain followers.
It's like,
how you feel like you find that balance of knowing like you can't do everything for clout, but you gotta do some things for clout, be able to get to the place you want to be at.
I feel like you could do certain things, like certain actions, but I'd say do stuff that's more in alignment of what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not gonna go outside and then, like, you seen the video we watched earlier when the guy gave the homeless man the food and he ate it. It's not funny, but like,
it was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
I wasn't expecting that, but like you see, like that's out of my image. I don't want like people to think of me as some like a greedy or like taking away from people. Like
you still gotta uphold your like
you gotta morals and values. Yeah,
it's just let social media like, okay, I want clout, so I'm about to just do this thing that goes against what I stand for. Like that's not how that works.
Yeah,
but that's the problem too. A lot of parents, and what a lot of parents are doing, instead of sometimes raising their kids, they're letting social media raise their kids. And that's why there's like an increase in violence, there's all this other bullshit, because in America you got social media, you display any form of like violence, any form of anything that's what's up? Anything that's like not necessarily nice or deemed as educational or positive in a way. Like you see how they just spoke about the guy eating the food in front of the homeless man. Now it's not necessarily positive, but you see how they made humor out of that situation. It's negative, and that's unfortunately what's happening. Now we know it's not bad. We don't intentionally mean it.
I feel like
people like to thrive off negative.
The negative,
Right.
and that's the ones that like blow up the most.
Yeah, and I feel like if you really know you genuinely want to do a thing like that, you can like laugh about it, and even though it's not good to laugh about it, you can laugh about it in the moment, but don't drag it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just some things like that.
I want to go back to what Nate was saying about having social media at a young age. So like for me, growing up, I had like a childhood best friend. We was in like, I think we was in like third grade, honestly, and we was in like third grade, and her older sister had social media, so she was like, I'm gonna make y'all one, because she had made her little sister one, which was my best friend at the time, and she was like, I'm gonna make you one, and she had made me one, and then I went home, and I told my mom, I'm like, look what I got. Like, I was just open with my mom, and my mom was like, what? Who made you a Facebook? And going back off of what Nate had said about like the whole having to like have an email to make social media, they made it like more easier now. Like you don't even need an email to like make any social media platform. Like you could have a number. It's just so easy. Yeah, it's easy to make social media now. Like you do not need an email. It's like easy to access now. But yeah, at that age, I had like Facebook, and like to go all the way back, I even had a MySpace at a time, and like that's really, really old. Like, and I'm young, so for me to have a MySpace is
What was that? I heard of it, but I never knew what it was.
for me to have I don't even know what it was either. I just had one. Yeah, it was like every time they would come out with a new social media, I was just on it. Like, and that's when they came out. Like I had Facebook. No, I had MySpace, Facebook, then Instagram, then Snapchat. Like they just kept coming out with more and more social medias. Then they had yeah, they had Vine. They had Musical.ly. Musical.ly is now TikTok. So it's just like it was just an ongoing of social medias, and it's just like I don't think it's gonna stop. I feel like a new social media gonna come out too. It's just gonna be like addicting and just gonna keep going.
I feel like I heard somebody in class say that we the guinea pigs of
this society.
Like this society. Like we the test dummies, and I don't know.
And it's working.
Yeah, they take your observations and surveys based off of what people like to see, what they like to watch, and they making more bullshit out of it.
And
that's
then,
just how it is.
And then it's like go back what Nate was saying about the likes. Like the likes bring a lot of people down. And then another thing too with the whole Instagram thing, they took it off now, but they had like the feature where you could see what other people liking, like, and that used to like be a downer for certain people. And like people like that's now in a relationship, they be saying they want that feature back, and I just feel like it's crazy. They want that feature back to see what their boyfriend is doing on their social media, who post they liking, to see like the activity. And it's just like that is just I just feel like it's just certain features that's on there is positive and certain features is bad. It depends on how you use it as well.
Yeah. It's just a lot going on with social media, man. I hope one day like it'll be a balance of social media and real life. Well, I know it's gonna be a balance for me, but like just for like the younger generation and our generation too. I just like I want it to be a balance, because I don't want it to be a virtual reality like type of. I feel like in the future, if it keeps going the wave it's going right now, it's gonna be like something crazy. Like people is gonna be walking around.
VRs on their head.
Yeah, just like mad weird.
VRs on their head on social media, like it's just gonna be crazy.
Imagine that you could link up with someone from like another side of the world.
The people
just
won't even travel
through your phone.
Yeah.
It's over.
No one's gonna go outside.
No, it's over. Nothing.
It's gonna not everyone wouldn't stop going outside, but like it's gonna be a new population of people who's like just
Cause like if we do have that, it's like it's really no point in going outside, cause it's like we already have food services that come directly to us. So what's the point of even going outside? And now you have a social media thing where you could just see people from inside your house.
I think I don't know. The world is becoming too simplistic. Like everything is easy to get, and like you just said, like Uber Eats or Uber. Now you don't gotta drive. You could have someone drive you, or you could have someone deliver food to you.
And a lot of these jobs, like even at Amazon, they started it like they don't even like have certain workers now. Like they have like robots and stuff like and like certain
that's
Walmarts
another
is
thing.
doing that too. Like it's about to be a lot of jobs that's being putting out to place. That's why people be trying to.
They're being automated now.
That's why people be talking about like going to trade school rather than college because it's like you want a job where your job won't be replaced by a robot, you know? And it's just like a sad world that it's coming to because a lot of the
certain
jobs
stuff. I feel like manual stuff, like robots will be able to do stuff that's like require
doctors,
emotions,
like
or
doctors
like
or something.
No, I don't think a robot could become a doctor.
Yeah, they can't become a doctor.
No, they probably could.
But I feel like you gotta be like people gotta at that point in life people gotta be crazy.
Have y'all watched the movie Megan? Like that movie there was scary too with the dog.
Basically
like,
a real person.
Yeah, like
basically it was a real person.
But then it's not wrong because Elon Musk he's making like a neural chip you could put in your head.
Yeah, that's another thing. A neural chip, bro. That like basically you can have your phone in your head.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's stupid.
If I have my phone in my head like 24/7,
you know how like
when am I gonna disconnect?
Exactly.
Never. That's the point.
That's
the point. You're never going to disconnect, and it's just going to be.
I think robots could take probably like 20%. No, maybe like 40% of jobs.
40% of jobs.
But it's a lot of people out here jobless right now, so I just feel like that's crazy. Like
they're
giving
from
jobs to robots and people out here homeless and like
I think
don't have jobs.
It's to save money.
Yeah, that's all it is.
If you're able to pay a robot who doesn't know, like, oh, anything. I need this, I need that, or I need this to make ends meet, or this, it's like.
Yeah, but I just feel like the unemployment rate just gonna keep rising, and like the homeless rate just gonna keep rising as well, because it's what like people losing jobs, and like it's gonna be a fight for jobs. Like it's gonna be a lot going on.
Eventually, it's gonna be too hard to handle for the human race, and it's gonna be like a Wally thing. everything
like,
messed
and
up.
I feel like something like that happened. It'll be a war.
I do feel like it's gonna be a war too, because like I feel like people gonna start killing each other for jobs. Like if jobs really become super limited, like how people gonna survive? Like you need money.
And then even like that is fake. Like it's like going backwards because people are losing jobs. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna do the jobs? If you think about it,
the robots.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I want to know how the people that's like in charge of robots feeling, because like you think they just want to cut their check, or you think they just like really genuinely just don't keep like they just.
I think they just. It's either they want to save money, they want to try something new, or those are the only two reasons I could think of someone like trying to implement a robot.
It's going with like the whole advancement thing too, and like another thing, like cars. Like we was talking about Ubers, but now we have Teslas that self-drive. Like we got all this self-driving stuff.
Electronic cars.
Like you actually want to become a lawyer. Imagine you had a robot as your lawyer. You could say everything.
And it's no emotions to the person.
Yeah,
nothing,
and that's another
bro.
thing, because as a lawyer, you're supposed to not have emotions. So they probably be like robots is better suited for it because they don't connect with their like client.
What if someone hack your robot, make them start saying everything wrong? I think he should go to jail.
That would be crazy.
People going to jail then. The robots are taking them down.
Dang,
but you think that would make like something like the judgment system more fair?
No.
You said no?
Because some people, you know how it's like some cases where it's like, you know the person did it. Well, they didn't. You like, say for instance, like, you know the Brooklyn 5 or Central Park 5. That's what you call it. Like they was wrongfully accused, and like the judge still accused them for murder and everything.
So you think that's what I'm saying? Like
it would be something like that.
I don't feel like having robots will make it more fair. Just because like having robots, you could tweak them, so you could have them speaking like certain things, like so it could still be unfair and unjust. So I don't feel like having robots, and like you could like, cause robots is like monitored, so like basically you have them saying what you want them to say, so it's like still gonna be unfair regardless. I don't feel like, and then people gonna pay like more for the robot to really be unjust. So I don't think.
So you saying you think they gonna like pay the robots to go in their favor?
But how do you pay a robot?
Like, I mean, not pay, but like pay the people who
owns them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like it's still monitored by somebody. Like people still have the robots, and like
that's
they
not.
pay.
What about when? Cause if robots, I feel like it's like evolution. Like over time, robots are gonna evolve.
Huh?
I'm not saying they're gonna gain a sense of like self, but like they're gonna like eventually evolve.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
There's some people out there that's trying to give robots like that emotional or that sympathetic type of feeling, and that shit is weird because they're making the robots look more realistic. Like it's the shit will throw you off. Not only that,
I've seen a video of a robot before, like
yeah, now if you didn't hear about it, they have AI that's like sounding like the celebrities and shit, and then the AI just making songs by itself. Yeah, I just seen on Instagram a couple of times. They did it with Drake, made a whole fucking song, and that song is actually clean.
I feel like it's gonna get to a point where robots, you never gonna know what robots
But
is, because they're gonna be like humans.
That's another thing. Like even with I know Megan not a real movie, but like it could really be a real thing. So like you know how Megan the movie, the robot ended up malfunctioning on the owner. Like it just started beating her up. Like it was crazy. Like
and taking the parents' job, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's just that's going like.
And the child got addicted to the, and it was like mad when the lady tried to throw away the robot.
But that's why honestly, man, I say F it with the robots and just go about life how
you can't say F the robots.
Yeah, we got to, because
you can't, because you using robots currently.
Yeah, the phone is basically
I'm not
a
talking
robot.
about that. I'm talking about that secret sauce.
Oh yeah,
that's a robot.
It is.
You talking to.
And then they got it on Snapchat too. Like
AI. I just saw my AI.
I'm not talking to that. Wait, what's that? What's that thing on Snapchat? I keep seeing that.
I didn't update. I have not updated my Snap in a long time.
What is it?
It's like a friend.
But I haven't updated mine either, and it just got.
It's a friend that's supposed to be talking to you.
Yeah. Supposedly you text it and you ask it like whatever question you want.
You can ask questions about like.
You can have a full conversation with the AI.
I feel like they added that to like help people. No, that could be an underlying factor, but I feel like it's so people don't feel lonely.
Alone. They have a friend.
They have someone,
Because when the AI sent the first paragraph, that's what it said. It said, "I'm here for you," and like.
Yeah, I think you know how you do the little slide over things. You been texting your robot? What?
Hi, Ty. I'm in the AI chatbot. You can ask me about anything. I do my best to help. I'm always here for a laugh. You can give me a name.
Exactly.
If you like.
That's
is
crazy.
There anything I could do for you today? I said, hey, could you say we DOAK? He said, I'm not sure what DOAK means. You could explain to me?
I wonder.
Just my friend.
See,
I wonder if
the robot is learning off of him.
Could you get it? Could you get it to like you know how if you want to talk to a shorty, could you get it to talk to a shorty for you?
Nah.
No.
That would be crazy if they get that though.
That'd be fine.
What do you mean, like you have your robot
Like texting,
I mean,
like or finding people.
You probably could ask him what to say to a girl.
Word.
But yeah, I mean,
That's
and
crazy.
then a lot.
That's different, y'all. I ain't gonna
y'all
lie.
see right there how y'all came up with that theory about asking the robot.
Everybody else is coming.
Yeah, but it's fucking
People
up
be
people's
sitting
social.
around
Yeah,
thinking
that-
about creating stuff.
So now you can't, since you using a robot to do shit for you, you can't do shit for yourself. You can't build that social bond with people because you need social bonds to live. Like
That's a fact.
That's part of mental health. So
Okay.
if you don't got that, you're fucked.
So how do y'all? Okay, for I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get deep with this, man. This is long. It looks like it's 44 minutes, 46 minutes and counting. But this is my last question for me. You feel me? I need help socially, man. Like how can I like? I know I'm a social person. I know how to talk, but it's sometimes like you said, you know how to keep a conversation. How you supposed to keep a conversation, man? Like how are you supposed to?
I feel like it takes two. It's not just one.
Oh no! I gotta go
Find
first.
similarities.
I gotta go first in this one, please.
Okay, everybody gonna go, but yeah,
I'm going first. So, all right, again, I'm back. About keeping conversations. A conversation is a two-way street, though, but it really rely on one person. You can't have two people who are both conversationalists because y'all always talk over each other. Me, I've learned I'm very talkative, but with certain people, I'm not. Certain people, I like to observe how you talk and how you do mannerisms, so I keep it quiet. But then with other people and my friends, I would say I could come up with any topic we gonna talk about it for man long. It's just more of me and a stranger or talking to a girl or any like perspective. it's more of you gotta wait to pick their brain, and you gotta have it's either.
It's perfect timing, you think?
Yeah, coming from a relationship standpoint, I don't talk like any person I've talked to, like dating wise or like trying to talk to wise. I don't talk for. They think I'm a horrible texter. I'm a horrible texter. I know that. In the beginning, I text like a lot. It's gonna slow down, but it's like it's more of it's an energy to it. Like I don't want to talk to somebody who's boring, who's not my type of energy, like who doesn't move my type of speed.
So it's basically a two-way street.
Yeah, cause you can't talk to nobody who don't want to be talked to. Pretty much. Like if you did want to talk to somebody, I feel like you would have started that conversation already type stuff. You feel me? Nah, you definitely would though. Sense? Yeah, but it's like if you think about it like this too, bro. People who like want to talk it's people who you could I could easily text right now. Yeah. We can have a whole conversation through text, or they'll call me. For sure. And it's people who I try to talk to through text and it don't work, or they be like somebody told me I'm a boring texter. I'm not. Like it's too, you can't say I'm a boring texter when you texting boring yourself, bro. Like you can't have one side just be everything enthusiastic and coming up. Like you should be able to say something, then we could build off of that, and then that's why I'm gonna start letting my side show. People always want to be one sided when it comes to communication. Yeah, I feel that. That's my piece.
Nate, what you about to say, Nate? Remember?
I feel like we having a conversation. Well, it depends. Like you be in the person for the first time,
or just like in general. Like
I'd say
like you just know a person where like they cool, but they just don't want to talk. They just I can't say that. They just don't want to talk, but like they want to talk, but don't want to talk.
I try to find the reason why they don't want to talk, cause I guess everything has like a reason behind it. If someone is not talking, I don't know. It could be because they're uncomfortable, or they have poor social skills or social anxiety. It's a lot of reasons why one person could not want to talk. But I guess just seeing where they're coming from, trying to be understanding and rational about the situation, then trying to get them to open up slowly, and then over time, eventually, hopefully they're able to come out their shell.
How do you when you meet a new person, how do you go about it?
It depends. If I want them to be my friend, like an acquaintance, I'll find something we have in a similarity, and then I'll build off of that until we find a middle point.
So you just be throwing different things at them.
Yeah, the first conversation I might be ranting about anything.
Shit, I be thinking about the weather outside.
Or asking them how their day is going. Because people like talking about themselves.
Yeah. Or
I'm a big person talking about it. You got anything else to say about anything in general that we was talking about today, man?
What's it called? I wanted to touch back on what Nate said about the secret source. I'm not gonna say what the secret source is, but I just feel like we got a lot of robots graduating. I ain't gonna lie. Even though they're not robots, they're humans, but it's really robots really graduating.
Don't give them the sauce, though. That's the professor's gonna start checking everything we do. Nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna ask y'all about the secret source.
I get what y'all saying now. Dang.
I feel like being social is one of those things that's either gonna come naturally easy to you, or it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. But either way, in some form of way, you either are going to be social or you have to be social. Because if you think about it, whether you're social or you have a low social level, a lot of times you're going to
you either gonna attract people by being social, or in some cases you attract people by not being so social. Because you have some people that are attracted to people who are not necessarily distant, but focus on themselves and are to themselves. And a lot of times that attracts a certain type of attention that will make people wonder about you, or wonder, well, hey, like, what does this person have going on for themselves? And maybe I could benefit from it, or whatever the case is. So, like I said before, being social is like one of the most main aspects about being a human in general, because a lot of times that's how we survive up here mentally. That's how we get through in life, like overall period. So being social is the building block to life. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have to disagree with the first statement. This is my dread, by the way. But now I feel like you said social people who make it come naturally. I feel like it's not a natural thing. I'm not naturally social. Yeah, I'm not naturally social. Like you could bet, yeah, you definitely could. Cause I'm not.
That might be something you learn from young.
Right.
Like Navi said, I just realized, I used to have to be social because I was in a lot of activities. I used to swim, play soccer, play piano. Like, all that requires you to, like, talk to someone.
Word.
Like your teammates and all that. Your partners. Yeah. That's where my mom built my social skills from, putting me in a lot of things.
Yeah, so that's why I had to disagree, because like you said, talking to teammates and stuff like that, like you got to be talking to coaches, even like talking to your parents or talking to like teachers.
I think it's like different levels of socialness. Like
it's like you got a base.
Like it comes easier with certain things.
Nah, not even. It's like you
topics to talk about.
Nah, like just like
talking to people.
Well, yeah, but like say if you really want something, it's easier to talk to someone. Like,
nah.
But if it's like a thing where it's like you're scared and you just don't really know about it, but you really want to do it, but it's just like that little urge just to say.
Yeah, I feel like certain things force you to, like, cause like certain things, like being in class with a teacher, you have to talk to your teacher. Like you want to know about your homework, you want to know how to get a better grade. You gotta actually speak to your teacher. You can't just be in a class and just like, well, you could be in a class and not speak, but it's just like it's not gonna get you far.
Yeah.
Or asking like a classmate for like some work you missed, right? That'd be the most awkwardest thing in the world, bro. But you gotta just ask.
But I feel like you have to, something either has to happen for you to not be social, or you have to gain an insecurity, like from society, in order for you not to be social. Because if you think about it, children are very social. Like they talk about anything. They don't know anything about social cues. They're just out there being little human beings.
Yeah.
They're being social like that, and not knowing what's going on. So I feel like it's when we start developing more, we get older, that's when we start gaining little insecurities here and there. And that's when we start closing over, oh, I shouldn't do this, or I can't do that.
That's why it's best to build it at a young age, like being involved in different activities. That's why I feel like most parents do it, like to like put you out there to be more involved and be more social and just like see different things. But like you said, like as you get older, different things happen in your life and then like mess you up and then like push you in this shell that you want to close off and not really speak to many people. But yeah, as a child, you are social. It's just like the things like as you get older, certain things happen in your life that.
I think with that, you just gotta get out of your comfort zone.
I was gonna say something though.
Oh, what you said, Nate? He gonna say it after.
Sorry, I said. Like when you're older and you getting back in your shell, it's like you have to get out of your comfort zone. Things that make you uncomfortable is the things that help you grow as a person.
So you saying basically like the things that you feel uncomfortable inside, once you do them, it's gonna like.
So once you what?
Once you do them, like once you do that,
yeah, you gotta accept it and you gotta face it head on. And it might be hard at first, but once you do it the first time, then it becomes easier over time.
And you create that habit. Yeah. Because running from them not gonna get you nowhere.
It's gonna keep you in the same place.
You're gonna be stagnant.
I'm gonna drop it down before I head up out of here. I believe people who say they have social anxiety are faking.
Wow. So you wasn't even here.
Yeah, and he knows I have social anxiety though, so that's crazy. But
Nah. I understand people who have it, but the thing about it, bro, about social anxiety, y'all relax too much on I have social anxiety to do certain things. Like, bro, if I want to go make some money, I can't be, bro. I'm not gonna be scared to talk to no boss. I'm not gonna make the money.
But so you're saying it's the little things.
Like they be scared to do the little things, like go talk to this person. I'm not trying to be like rude or nothing though. I'm being like in real Alexis' mind, like you gotta be like you can't be scared to just talk or say how you want to be. Like what, like Nave. Your biggest thing was people mess up your name. Your name is not Nave, not Nave. Nigga, your name is Nave, and you be just letting people call you what you want. You gotta act like, bro. It took. I used to have social anxiety as a kid, but I was very outgoing though, so I didn't let it stop me, bro. And when people used to mess up my name, but I used to correct them all the time, or I would just say, "Call me Ty," like I do now. So it's like you gotta like.
So basically, like the big thing with social anxiety or social awareness, you just gotta.
It's more like
things that you fear and you deep down inside.
Bruh, you're just afraid. Like
do the
you
things
can't
that
be afraid.
you fear deep down inside and just do it.
as a person with social anxiety, it definitely springs from fear and like what's it called? I feel like for me, it'd be hard for me to like Nate said, you have to just do the things. But like I feel like for me, it'd be hard sometimes. But of course, I have to still do it. Like I said, there's certain paths that I want to take in life and like where I want to be a certain person in life, so I have to do the certain things to get me where I want to be. And like as far as like Tyron mentioning jobs, like okay, when I like last summer I had a job at IHOP and I was a server and I was like really nervous to do it, and I was talking to my trainers and I'm like I'm scared to do this, and it was like, how you scared to do this and you want to be a lawyer, you need help with public speaking, this is like a great opportunity, speak to different people and like talking to your guests at the table, they might know things about like certain things like networking, so you need to be able to open up and like speak. It was hard for me at first, but then I got comfortable working at IHOP and I will go back to a serving job, and I'm thinking about doing it definitely this summer. So yeah, it's all about conquering your fears, like, and that's another thing, dreams is on the other side of your fears, so you have to face it. Like
that's why it's a song by Meek Mill.
And pleasures too. Pleasures is the same things. If you want a pleasure, you gotta face that fear. There goes my little presentation, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I'm gonna try my best to edit it. It looks like it's an hour and 20 minutes, and I don't know. We gonna see what's going on. So appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said again, and I had Q here, had Nazi, Big Nazi, Tyron, Nave, Nate, man, and yours truly, and Shawnee B, and yours truly, Ewok, man. I appreciate y'all time, man, and let's see what the future holds, and hope y'all enjoyed the topics about TikTok too, and shout out to my professor. Woo!
You are watching a master at work.
Used to make money on V's, rocking Balenciagas, mixed with Adidas. I made a wave, told them follow the